Hello everyone, I'm Mellonz, and whether you're a new streamer or new to using a bot like MixItUp, you probably clicked this video to learn some of the basics. I'll leave some timestamps so depending on what you already know or if you come back needing a refresher, you can navigate it super easily. Now, let's get into it. Installing and logging in, like most bots, you're going to need to download it. I'll put a link in the captions. From here, you're going to want to click the download button and it will show you your requirements, which are Windows 8, 8.1, 10, or 11, and also a twitch.tv account. If you can meet those requirements, you can download the installer. Once you have it downloaded and installed, you're going to sign in to a new MixItUp profile with your Twitch account. I'm already signed in, but the process should be pretty self-explanatory. The little gear in the upper right hand corner is going to have you be able to link your Twitch account and your YouTube account if you'd like as well. Now that we're logged in, here are a few crucial places in the MixItUp app. Upon login, you will be brought to the chat section by default. Here is where your Twitch chat will come through. You can right-click to manage messages and also see your viewer list on the right as well. You also have a few buttons on the top that will help you clear chat, disable chat, or even pause commands. The three lines in the upper left-hand corner will be a key navigation point for you. If you're not using the creator dashboard on Twitch, you can manage your tags, category, title, and other channel info here. The Commands tab is where you'll be able to make and manage commands. I have mine semi-sorted here, but that's not necessary. We'll get a little into commands later. Events is where you'll have automatic alerts that pop up for different variables like a follow, a raid, gifted subs, and a whole bunch of other things. They're all sorted by platform, so most of you will either be using YouTube or Twitch dropdowns. Under timers, there will be messages or alerts that are played in the interval that you choose. If you decide to make intervals, ensure that you have run only when live clicked so that your chat isn't being spammed while offline. I like to divide 60 minutes by however many timers I have to ensure that each message is being displayed at least once per hour. The tab called Users isn't something you'll be using a ton unless you're planning on doing custom entrance commands, auto shoutouts, or to gain a little insight into your viewers. Keep in mind, for the majority of the time, viewers and lurkers aren't going to want to be called out, so I would keep whatever information you find to yourself. For auto shoutouts, I also have a video on this, so if you'd like to check it out, here's the link. The tabs called Currency, Rank, Inventory, as well as the Giveaway tab are ones that you might use, but we'll get more into that in my next video where I talk about commands and channel points that are very useful in my opinion. Twitch channel points is another section that will be heavily used. Here you can make sound alerts, video pop-ups, and a bunch of other things. Now this tab you might only use occasionally but is by far the most important. Without creating an overlay for whatever streaming software you use, your sound alerts and any other stream pop-up will not be shown. By scrolling down the options under the three lines, you're going to find the Services tab. This will bring you to a bunch of drop-down menus, but the one you want to focus on is the Overlay tab. This will give you a URL that you will need to copy and paste into a browser source in whatever streaming software you use. Now go into your streaming software. I'm using OBS, and in your scene, you want to add a browser source. Here you can paste in the URL. Once that's pasted in, make sure you click on the Control Audio via OBS button so that at any point you can adjust the volume in OBS for all of your alerts. You also want to make sure that in audio settings you have it set to monitor so that you can hear all of your alerts through your headphones. Now you can click on Test Connection to ensure it's connected, and now you're good to go. Now before we end, I wanted to tell you a few things that are super important that I wish I had known before I started using MixItUp more consistently. Number 1, OBS must be running while you're live, or else no alerts, channel points, or anything else you have set up through MixItUp will show up. Number 2, make sure you try and make a habit of opening MixItUp before you open your OBS Studio or other streaming software. If you open up MixItUp after your streaming software, you're going to have to refresh the source, and it can get a little bit tedious if you keep forgetting. It states this under the Overlay tab in the app, but if you're like me and didn't read it, now you know. Number 3, all of your photo, video, and audio files that you upload from MixItUp are taken from their file location URL. So if you upload a file from your desktop into MixItUp and then later move the photo into a folder, MixItUp won't be able to find it. I like to go to my pictures and create a folder called MixItUp Content for all of my content for MixItUp. Here I make folders for entrance alerts, pictures, audios, and videos. This way, it's all in one spot and you shouldn't be moving it around too much and your content shouldn't ever get lost. And lastly, if you do not back up your settings, you could lose them. Once you have things settled the way you like them, click the gear in the upper right, go to Advanced, and then select Backup Settings. This will put all of your data, commands, and etc. into a folder you can save. I would save it as something like this so it's easy to find. Now, if anything ever happens, you can go to the same location and select Restore Backup to upload that folder and get everything back. You do have to do this manually, so if you're changing things a lot, I would back it up whenever you finish something new. Well, that's my basic intro to MixItUp for you. Check out my video on auto commands and be sure to subscribe and put on notifications for my next video where I'll talk about basic commands and command basics. If you have any other MixItUp questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Bye!